What is up, everybody? How we doing? It's actually on time tonight too, so I'm very proud of myself for being on time tonight. Usually I'm a couple minutes behind, but not tonight. Decided to show up, be on time. So, what is up, Nathan? Just the tip. First like at 7:02. I think that's right after I posted that I was going live tonight. So that was pretty quick there for sure. Nathan's definitely got notifications on. If y'all don't, notifications let you know when we do fun stuff like this. But Ground Flock, how you doing? Said Stevie with a little cup of water. NFK, Crispy Critter. Now we're starting to get peeps who are probably here. Crispy Critter 913. Yeah, you're definitely here. What's up, Neil McKenzie? Nathan came back. Nathan, have you been hanging out since 7:02, or did you leave and then come back? What's up, Titanium Justin? How you doing? NFK, Stevie, Ground Fog, Just the Tip, Crispy Critter, Neil McKenzie, and Titanium Justin. Angelo wants to say hello. So glad you're here, Angelo. Thank you for shouting everyone out. Pocket Razors, how you doing? What's up? Joseph S., how you doing tonight? Mark Parks, how you doing? Nice to have you in here as well. I just opened up my snack and it is very aromatic. I can smell it and it's good. I'm glad that I can smell it, but I'm gonna keep it hidden just for a little bit. You might have seen real quickly what I put in my mouth, but maybe you didn't. But I'm gonna keep my snack hidden for a second because that's the what are we snacking on? That's what we want to know. That's why y'all come here. And to know what are the Wednesday night snacks. And so I had a couple snacks tonight already too. So we did a pretty sweet little flauta dinner, which was nice, and then ended up wanting a little bit more, so I went to the store and got some cheesecake. It's got some strawberry cheesecake, which was nice. Just the kind of like pre-made frozen stuff already. Had some strawberry cheesecake earlier, so that was delicious. Really enjoyed that. And then had some leftover snacks from the baseball game earlier today. I went to the Mariners game. They had a matinee game today. They lost, but they won the series, so that was a good win there. So we won the series, but we lost the game overall. So yeah, I saw something here for a second. Sharp Guy, are you feeling better? From Crispy Critter. Sharp Guy, are you under the weather? Also, Sharp Guy, glad that you're here. Thanks for showing up. Nice to see you. But hopefully you are feeling better. It's never good to be under the weather. Neil McKenzie, I don't know why I said that. Neil McKenzie. Oh, because I was doing the McKenzie with the cherry that I saw there. That's what it was. Neil McKenzie, chocolate cherry nut truffle ice cream. That is delicious. Yeah, that's not what I have tonight. That's real good. That's a good snack right there. Chocolate cherry nut truffle ice cream. That's a real good snack. Oh, hey. Check it out. We got a cool new logo that Cole designed. BAZ, Broke As Eyes, designed this right here last week, I think. Either last week or the week before. And then emailed it over, sent it over as a work knife balance logo. It's kind of like the weird concept that we talked about with a hard hat and then a balance, knives, and a bunch of tools and stuff in there. So Cole actually designed it, put it together, and sent it over. So threw it on here as like a fun little thing to have, which I thought was pretty cool. So shout out to Cole for that. That was pretty awesome. And then I still have the regular WKB, and you probably can't see this one as well with the background right there. But that's our Sage Knives logo as well. So yeah. So I got a bunch of different ones in there, which is pretty cool. Kathleen, hello. How you doing? Glad you're in here. Nice to have a little bit of support coming through here. Angelo saying hi to Kathleen as well. Sharp guy, the other side, bro. The other side. So it means you are on the good side of the sickness, I'm assuming. So, yeah. What's up, El Cap? How you doing? 5 Door, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I don't ever really have my Instagram open on while I'm doing this. Let me jump over real quick. Now I gotta figure out how to do this. There we go. All right. Here we go. I was having a conversation with Sharif in Instagram before I jumped on this. So I went over and then I was in my conversation with Sharif for a little bit and just reading up the last little bits of that and stuff. So yeah. First off, before we get too far, hey, what's up, Cole? Cole, we were just talking about this, you scallywags. Cole, we were talking about this right here. Check it out, Cole. It's awesome. I actually really, really like it. So we were talking about that, and I told them that you designed that, and I was so happy and stoked about it. So I'm down with the tism. I think I missed something. But hey, what's up, Pedro? How you doing? Not to take Loot's line, but what's the snack? WKB. Is Loot in here? Maybe I missed it. That is what he says often, though. The snack, we were kind of holding it for a little bit, but no. I just got some more licorice. So I got the Wallaby Willy or Willy Wallaby soft chew watermelon licorice. So I got the watermelon flavor tonight. I got it actually for last week, but then as I was checking out, I saw the belly flops, which I actually still have some belly flops left. So I've got the belly flops plus the Wallaby Willy soft chew licorice here. So we got a guest coming in hot.
What's up, man? It's good to
What's
see
up? How you doing?
I wanted to ask if I could hop on last week, but I ended up getting sick. I work around a lot of people, and with the crazy weather, it's Southern California bullshit, the typical stuff. Really hot, then really cold, then really hot, really cold, all throughout the day. Crazy winds, early spring pollen and stuff. So I got sick with something. I don't know what it was, but I was just bedridden. I was like a zombie. But
That's no fun.
Feeling a whole lot better now. Dude, that logo looks really freaking cool. I'm so happy you got a cool logo. I mean, I
thought it was pretty sweet. Yeah.
Clean, but that's really cool, man.
Mm-hmm. It's nothing crazy, but it kind of goes with the name and everything. So I like it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's freaking awesome. There's a good bit of detail to it, but it's like you said, it's not anything super, I guess, unlegible.
Yeah, no, I actually really like it. I was reaching out to a couple of different people about poker chips and patches and stuff like that because who knows, maybe down the road I'll turn it into a poker chip or a patch or something like that because I thought it was pretty sweet. So
yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I always see people doing really cool looking pocket dumps, and they always have some sort of like worry stone poker chip kind of thing going on, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to get into that because I'm scared that I might like it and I might start collecting. So it's just something else to throw money that I don't have at.
Yeah, I do. I think I have I've got a CDC poker chip that got sent over. I just picked this up from another person in the community. So this is the CDC Chicago.
Okay.
And they wanted funds to back another knife, and this is the only CDC knife that I've really enjoyed that I've held. All the other ones are fine; they're just not my style. So they had this one for a good price, and it came with the poker chip and stuff. So I've got the poker chip for CDC. I've got one from Sharif, and I've got one other that I don't know what it is, to be honest. But I think they're cool. It's like a challenge coin, but way less expensive. Like challenge coins are sometimes like $60 for like a titanium challenge coin. I was like, why? It's just gonna sit in my pocket. Yeah. Where poker chips are like $5 to $10, and so it's a lot easier.
Have you seen those little ones that look like Oreos, the little rubberized ones?
So those are like the death cookies, like the Oreo death cookies and stuff like that.
What are those things? Like, what is it? What the hell is a death cookie? Is that like a brand or is that an actual thing?
I have kind of stayed away from that a little bit, but I think Screamin' Pirate EDC has a huge collection.
Yeah.
Every morning he'll have like a different cookie with a bunch of stuff. And I saw him when I went to Blade Show, but I don't know what they are, what they're made of, or really what the reasoning behind them is. I think the poker chips are cool because you're supporting like channels and other people that you see and stuff like that. And so I can like show off Sharif's logo and stuff and like, oh, hey, check this out. This is really cool. Go check out the Kaimano, or hey, here's CDC, Crispy Donut Community. And so you can show that. So I think the cookies are more just kind of like a worry stone or a like just another collectible pocket jewelry type thing.
Okay. Yeah, I think that would be an awesome idea because you've actually gone to shows. I'm far from doing anything like that, but you've actually gone to shows. If you were to make a bunch of like lightweight, like easily printable ones, and that could be like almost like a channel or business card, and you know, like people remember that logo and it's associated with your channel. I mean, that's pretty awesome. I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah. So. What's up, Todd Carr? How you doing? Kyle's in the house. T-Fetch in here as well. I'm trying to catch up with a couple people here. Looks like we've got quite a bit. Jesse's joining us. How you doing? And we've got Midnight, Autumn Wind. Uh-oh. I don't know if he was ready. I'm going to remove him. There was nobody there.
Someone else hopping on? Is it Stevie?
Yeah. Work knife snack. You know it, Steve Clare. I think so. I don't know if he was ready. Am I at him? I can't see him. But what have you been up to? You got oh, there he is. Wow.
I'm here.
What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
How you doing?
Doing all right, man. I heard you guys talking about poker chips.
Yeah. Oh, wow. You've got a nice stack.
I brought my stack with me.
Mm-hmm. So I think Gary's poker chip is one of my favorites. I think it looks really cool.
Gary's, the Last Ranger with Wastelanders on the back. I love it.
Yeah. Cool. But do you have a poker chip for your channel?
I don't yet. I keep hemming and hawing about doing them.
Yeah. I was talking about how the logo in the corner that I got from Cole.
Man.
Yeah, I was like, I would put that on one side with the WKB on the other side and make some or something. And I thought about it, but I keep hemming and hawing with that as well.
Yeah, they are fairly inexpensive. What you can buy,
if you make
them and have them for giveaways, or like Nathan was saying, if you go to a show or something, even hand them out there, and they're affordable.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Rocky? How you doing?
I was walking through the hotel lobby and I heard you say licorice, so I had to stop and get some licorice.
Nice. Yeah. I I got this last week before to have for my snack last week, and then I saw those belly flops on the way out, and so I was like, I'm gonna get those belly flops instead. Those were a hoot.
You love those belly flops, dude.
Yeah, I still have some extras, so I've been eating them.
Do you guys care for black licorice by any chance?
No, no, Nathan. Nathan, don't make me
German
regret
grandmother.
this friendship, man.
Dude,
My
I love like that ultra strong black licorice, like that stuff looks like tar. I don't know what it is. I didn't grow up with it, but when I had some for the first time in high school, I was like, this is weird. There's something about it. It kind of reminds me of like old school like craft root beers. It has that like medicinal kind of earthy taste to it. I don't know why, but I dig it.
Yeah,
And
my
everybody
wife's whole
craps up
family
for it. They're
loves.
like, that's so gross. That's so gross.
Yeah, not a fan. My German grandma always had black licorice around and always wanted us to eat it. You get Rocky Sambuca? No, not.
Sambuca is the best after dinner drink. I've never had Sambuca.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
Dude, Sharif. F off, dude. F off, Sharif. Unsubbed.
This is the first comment I saw from Tactical Terry. Dung flops. I don't know where it came from, but how you doing, Tactical Terry?
What up,
Nice
Terry?
meeting you. Sharif's in the house.
Sharif, I will say that to your face. I will scream that into your face. I will wait till you're asleep, and I will get right. I will record myself selfie wise over your sleeping face.
Say that to my friend.
Oh, but any hoodles.
Sharif, Kyle has some if you want some, Sharif. Looks like Kyle's got some if you need it.
Nathan, I gotta say, I'm crushing really hard on that purple anno that you've been. That I just saw that newest one that you just posted.
Yeah,
And,
I'm cleaning it up right now. Actually, I want to share with you guys this
I
finish.
saw your post, man.
Oily fingerprint magnet, like it's almost impossible. It's nice to look at, right?
Yeah.
It's so I got this right at the very end of the bronze on the color spectrum, but if you put a light little polish over it, the polish becomes purple, the next color in the spectrum, but the harder edges and I guess the undertone is bronze, so it's kind of like this like pinkish, bronzy, a little bit in the sun, in natural sunlight, a little bit of orangey comes out in a way. It's really cool to look at, but oh my god, I could basically never carry this knife ever to keep it looking pristine. So that's just, I don't know why some colors they just do that. I don't have that issue with blues or yellows or the high voltage blurples, but the low voltage blurples and this weird little middle ground, it's just a fingerprint magnet, but it is very nice to look.
It looks really rad, dude.
Thank you. It was a pretty expensive knife to experiment on, that's for sure. This is the full size Scout. I can't believe these are still available. There's a lot of them available on a couple different retailers, but I always hear everybody asking like, "Oh, I want a bigger hard use knife, something that's made really well." It's right here, but they're still available. Like nobody's snatched them up yet. But I mean, they are relatively pricey. This is one of the more affordable ones at $370, and then there's a couple other ones with different inlays. I think Urban EDC Supply might have some Sagaha patterned ones, possibly. And they have the little one. I'm not sure about the 3-inch, but the 3.5, this freaking thing. I mean, it's actually practical for what it is. And I'm not a fan of really big knives. I've always preferred something on the smaller side, but ever since I got it, I'm like, this thing's awesome to carry. So
I wasn't familiar with it until I saw your video on it.
yeah, it's a who's the brand? I forgot. It's a Griffin Co.
Yeah.
They don't do a lot of promoting. They've sent some samples to larger channels, but you could find older content on them, just nothing new because they only have the one model. They've now put into production the mini, the 2-inch one, and the 3.5. But I mean, I love their design language. Some people may not, because you do have a larger blade handle ratio is a little off for some people, right?
For
But
a larger knife, it works though.
yeah, it definitely does. What I thought was kind of funny was I was watching content from Stas, and he has all three variations, all three sizes, and he had made a comment saying how the smallest one, the 2, is built just as robust as this, and it's kind of impractical. It's almost a novelty piece. It's a pocket. It's a 5th pocket tank basically, and I don't really think that's gonna sell too well. But this thing, even G-Ball Vision, I think he has a full silver one, and that thing's really clean. He seems to be enjoying that one a good bit as well. But this has skiffs in it currently, but even without, it comes down with so much force and it just makes this metallic ting. It's like metal marbles like smacking each other. It's a wonderful sound.
Nice.
But
have you seen Steve Clare's newest pickup yet?
He sent it. He got it and sent me pictures of it. Yeah,
I just got a video from him that said the sexiest knife to ever knife. I watched it real quick.
I can't wait to see it in person because it looks amazing.
I want to see Steve bring it to breakfast and have Ethan compare it to what's that knife that he likes again that nobody really knows about?
The
Latoya?
Latoya? Yeah.
The Latoya?
If it's not a Lamia, Ethan doesn't like it.
He will find something wrong with every knife that's not a Lamia. And if you point out something about a Lamia, he'll be like, well, no, prove it to me. Yeah. It's really fun.
Well, Alex said...
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Well, Alex said this. That's very true.
But no, that thing looks amazing.
Mm-hmm. Where are you at, baby?
Billings.
Oh, Montana.
Yeah, I'm in Montana right now.
Not too bad.
I'll be. I leave tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. So, and it's only like an hour and a half flight. It's a quick flight. Yeah.
We went to I had the day off again Wednesday, and so the Mariners had a home game today, and it was a matinee game at 12:40. So I took Ezra and we went and had like a father-son like Mariners game because they had value tickets starting at $10. And so I just went to their website, got 2 cheap tickets. We went and got some hot dogs and sat down in the bleachers and watched the game for a little bit and had a good time and whatnot. It was pretty sweet. We lost the game today, but they won the series, so that was kind of fun. Who is that, Nathan?
This is Jupiter. He's I don't really know what he is, honestly.
He's a dog.
Yeah, he's a dog. He's part hound, possibly a little bit of Chihuahua, maybe. Terrier for sure. Yeah, I don't know. He's The small breed dog with floppy ears. That's about it. He's a good boy when he wants to be.
So am I.
He's deceptively dense.
So am I.
So is Steven.
In more than one way.
Was that Ezra's first Mariners game?
Second.
Second? Okay.
We did one. We did a late season game in August when we got here last year. It was like the first thing we did. We got here and I wasn't working for 2 weeks. And so I was like, we've got nothing to do for 2 weeks. So we got here, got settled, and then like went to Tri-Cities for a couple of days, and then came here, and then we did a bunch of like Space Needle. So haven't been to one since last year, but yeah, it was the first one for us to just go without having a 1-year-old, so we were able to kind of like enjoy the game a little bit more too. But it was fun.
Yo, what up, Donnie?
Steven, you only have the one kid, right? Or you have another
I got
one?
two.
Two. Okay.
Yeah. A 3-year-old Ezra, and then I've got a 1.5-year-old Joyce, little girl.
Nice.
His wife has 3 children.
Yeah.
You have 3, Steven?
No. Work-life balance. His wife has 3 children. He
Oh,
has 2.
yeah, for sure.
Because she's got Joyce, Ezra, and me. But no, the Joyce is turning into a little demon. Like, I love my daughter to death. She's a princess, but she's turning into a little demon. Like, she's smarter than her brother, and she knows it. And she will like do things that like she's like sneaky. Like, you can see it in her eyes. Like, she's gonna grow up and she's gonna be the crazy girl in high school that boys stay away from. And so I was just like, yeah, I can already see the crazy in your eyes.
Oh, good luck to you.
Yeah. She's also fearless. Like, she will climb anything and do more things than her brother. And I'm just like, you're gonna.
That's cool.
No, it's not.
Well, you can use that.
It is cool.
Towards more outdoorsy activities, things that I guess women aren't typically known for. I guess being stereotypical, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. I wonder where she gets it from.
Me. That's crazy,
Hey,
sharp guy.
I didn't get a chance to ask you guys. I saw the content you guys made on your little hiking trip, like a week or 2 weeks back.
That was last Wednesday.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it was pretty recent.
Was it last Wednesday? Yeah. Last Wednesday.
So, do you guys live near each other, or were you just in the area?
No, it was just random happenstance. We decided. Yeah. No, we live near each other.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
we live right by each other. So,
Dude, that you guys were wandering around aimlessly. It looks beautiful. Like, there really isn't much in my area like that for sure. Maybe Northern California, but that place just looks so nice. Definitely looks pretty fresh up there.
Stay tuned. It's hopefully going to become a regular thing for us because there's
great.
Out where we were. There are 15, 20, 30 other spots just like it. So
Nice.
there fucking ghosts or something.
On Maddie's live earlier tonight, his kids kept jumping up and people were comparing his kids who are like, this is a very white wall. Maddie's kids make this wall look ethnic. That's a joke I stole from Shane.
Shane said, Izzy makes white crayons look ethnic.
Yeah. It was.
I got a cousin who I'm full Hispanic, but I'm very fair skinned. I got a cousin who's just the same complexion as myself. His wife is actually full white chick. They had kids and their daughters are basically see-through. They're transparent almost. They're like those like jellyfish where you could see like their innards are so white. They are ghostly.
Walk up to him one day to your cousin and be like, "Oh, you guys had corn for breakfast. How can you tell? I can see it in his stomach right there."
They're really sweet kids. They're great parents, but it's so funny because in larger family photos, you can just see the brown to white color spectrum all throughout, and it's pretty funny. So
no kids for Donnie.
Enjoy it, Donnie. I love my kids more than anything, and I think almost every parent would say this. They love their kids, but the peace of not having to worry about another human being is so nice, and I think take it for granted when you don't have kids.
Absolutely.
And then you have a kid and you're like, oh man, now I have so much more stress and worry and financial burden that wasn't there before.
It was just
and I love my kids, but there's definitely like, that was cool. I remember that time.
Yeah, it's the distant memory, never to be had again.
It is distant. Yo,
what's going on? How you guys doing?
Black licorice, really, bro? You redeemed yourself with the oatmeal raisin. I'll give you that. Black licorice, bro. Come on, Sharif.
You didn't even give me a second to say it to my face. Hey man, I'm part Greek. We like all of that stuff, like ouzo, aniseed, so I'm part of the black licorice gang. It's just in my blood.
All right, man. You're ethnically predisposed to liking black licorice. I guess I can't fault you.
It's why I also walk around like this everywhere.
That's terrible.
Oh man, how you guys doing?
Hey, what's up?
Doing good.
Oh man,
I did think it was funny how Sharif was like black licorice gang, then he was like oatmeal raisin gang. I was like, Sharif's just going straight to the minority and saying like, I want to be different than the crowd. If people like it, I
love oatmeal raisin cookies. They're freaking delicious.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Prunes.
Which ones? Say it again.
Just
Yeah,
I mean, not my favorite, but I'm not gonna. I'll get down with some prunes.
Yeah, I will mindlessly eat like a small bag of prunes, like chips.
I'll eat dried prunes. I'll eat like the leathery dried prunes. I'll eat those, but I won't just go like, hey, let me just find some prunes.
I do. I get an odd craving for prunes. I do.
Yeah.
It's bitter textures like that I don't know why I like weird things like that. No one else in my family likes that kind of crap. Everybody tells me I'm adopted. They're like, nothing makes sense. The height, the skin tone, the accent of California, but nothing makes sense when you look at everybody else in my family.
Dude, Nathan, where in SoCal are you?
High desert, Antelope Valley area.
Okay. I was asking because I used to live in Torrance, then Pasadena, and then downtown LA.
Nice. Pasadena's beautiful. It probably hasn't changed much since you were out this way.
But it's
always stayed kind of. Pasadena's like old money.
It
stayed the same. It's still beautiful out there.
And if I could afford to live in Pasadena, I would have stayed, but it's too expensive.
Average house is like 2.3.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And then downtown LA is not too far behind, but at least there it's like a little shack off the side of a freeway.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, can we get a full screen real quick of the purple anno he did? Because, dude, I got to see it, but it was tiny.
Oh, this thing. I mean,
yeah.
I gotta wipe it every time. Every time I touch it, I gotta wipe it. It's not meant to be handled. Chances are I may end up redoing it to something else. so this might be a little short-lived.
Oh, that's hot though. Yeah, that is sexy. I'm okay with that being a fingerprint magnet. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know if you were around when I was talking about this color is kind of at the end of the bronze and kind of at the beginnings of the purples or the low voltage blurples.
Oh, okay.
It's
So like
little
30s.
middle. This is weird little middle ground where you get kind of weird shit. I don't see too many people, I guess, experimenting, but this is what that looks like, I guess. So I'm assuming a completely different finish, a texture like bead blast or eggshell or heavier stone wash may alter it a little bit, may dull it out. It may make it a little bit safer to handle, but because there is a little bit of hand polishing, that's why it reacts the way it does. And then this is the other project that I did. So I did this on Saturday, then I did the other Sunday. But this is a flipper delete tie titty, the Kubi Titius. So it does have typically the little flipper tab there.
Yeah.
And a lot of people will call this like the poor man's Conan Arius.
Not the poor man's Arius. It is the Arius killer, is what it is.
This thing is insane, and there's no skips in here. These are the factory bearings in this thing. Kubis, I swear, if I ever get the opportunity to make anything and have anybody make anything for me, a design of mine, Kubi will be the first company that I reach out to because there's so much value in what they bring, and these are very easily tunable knives. So I know Steven has mentioned many times a couple of the knives that he has that I've owned in the past or had worked on. He's made comments on his videos saying that they're tuned in a certain way that just they feel a little nicer than what the price would suggest. So I've had a little bit of practice, but there are some companies that they're just not really tune friendly. You can kind of adjust the tension. Yeah, that little guy, dude, that thing is so fun to work on. It was such an easy. It was the Kyrix designed by
Cairo.
Kirill?
Cairo.
The Ferrum Forge design.
Yeah. So yeah, that little dude. I tuned it up so it's a little bit snappier because when I got it, it was kind of floppy, and you only have really the one deployment method. But with having the acid stone wash that I do, it gives it a little bit of added texture. So if you wanted to, you could be able to
On my stone wash, I can flick it.
Yeah. So I love doing that. Really, that's the
I'm
only.
just gonna say it's the first time I've done that, and I'm very proud of myself because that
first
took a lot of effort to get that going.
Now you're gonna do that all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, this thing is freaking sick. Very thin behind the edge, and once that flipper tab is out of the way, you can get a pretty good purchase on it. Way better than before, and I think it just looks a little cleaner.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No, I think some of Kubi's premium stuff is definitely some of the better stuff out there.
I want to get a momentum, like a full silver momentum. But they got something weird going on with the I guess with the plunge and the
Yes.
termination. It looks a little tight right there.
Yeah.
Do you know who designed the momentum? Look down. Look down.
Wait, you designed the momentum? No
Yeah.
way!
Yeah.
Oh crap! You're that Sharif.
It's that Sharif.
Wait, okay, how do you pronounce how do you actually pronounce your last name?
Manganus.
Mang with the A or more emphasis on the A?
Yeah, like or you could say Manganas.
Mangana.
Like that. Yeah.
Manganus. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Either way.
The real Sharif.
Mhm.
That is a real Sharif. I feel like I'm talking to a celebrity here. That's freaking awesome, dude.
No.
No.
Absolutely.
It's nothing
No,
like.
You are, but you're talking to
Designing
me.
Really cool stuff.
Yeah. No.
Wait, where did you go?
Freaking
It
shy.
goes away quickly. I was like that the first time I met Sharif too. I was like, oh my god, that's that moment. I'm like,
Oh, I'm glad
Yeah,
I didn't say anything bad about any freaking.
The real reaction is, oh, it's Sharif. That's the appropriate reaction.
Dude, I didn't know that you were that Sharif that designed that knife. So I was genuinely talking good about it. I definitely do want to get a full-time
the full time momentum. I think is something that people have been asking for a long time.
Yeah.
Something I'm going to be picking up pretty soon too.
Is that something that you pushed, or they just kind of did it eventually on their own because of
So
sale?
the original design is the titanium one. Actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so like the original spec, the original everything, contoured scales, blade, you name it, was the titanium one. And they opted to go with to do the budget one first.
Just to see how it would do.
Yeah, yes and no, because it's weird. Like they licensed like 6 designs from me, and the very first one, the Veloce, which is like the craziest of the bunch, they did that one in titanium right off the bat.
Yeah.
And then they shifted to make all of the other knives budget knives first, which was like strange. But it was also at a time where they were shifting their budget, like their business model, to be more budget knife focused. So yeah.
There wasn't a budget Veloce at all, right? They went straight to
Never. Yeah. Which I'm glad, because that would have diluted the Veloce.
that knife needs to be titanium.
I do have just a little bit of a pointer on this though. Like this was a very poorly designed front flipper, Sharif. I just want to point that out to you real quick.
I love it.
I love it. Poorly designed front flipper. If you're looking for a front flipper, this is not the one to start on. It's just
what's that one?
The irony of the most misunderstood knife.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, wait a second.
This is not designed as a front flipper. That hits the stop pin on the backside. But you can get there and front flip on it. So when people look at it and say, well, this isn't a very well designed front flipper, it's because it's not designed as a front flipper.
Right.
Exactly.
It is a bad designed front flipper.
Yeah, he's like, you are correct. That is a very poorly designed front flipper. Do you know why? Because you're supposed to use those thumb studs to deploy it.
Exactly. Dude, I can't wait, because the Proto's the same way. And I'm going to get all of those comments of like, oh, like it's not really the easiest to front flip, but like you can, like I'm doing it, but like
you get accustomed to it. Definitely. What if there was, I guess, more aggressive jimping? Like, do you guys have any Spydercos?
Yeah,
I do jimping all the way, actually, because this style of knife making is called like the tactical knife, tactical style of knife making. It was like premiered by Bob Trezzola, and when ZT did the 0640, people started modifying those because it had a little extension like that in order to front flip them. So
but it wasn't intended for that?
Never intended for it. But so now I do all of my knives with that jimping pre-done, because I don't want people to massacre their knives modifying them.
Yeah.
But I was gonna mention real quick that I don't know why I never noticed this before, but I went to go look at my other Spydercos and I was like, holy crap, their jimping just isn't just straight up. It's actually
It's
angled.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's angled so that way when you're gripping it and you're on the spine and you're pushing, it digs in.
It's
And I'm like, holy crap,
you'll go
this is
anywhere
freaking
with that.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's such a good secure feeling versus just jumping it straight up.
Yeah.
It's
the best jumping in the game, hands down.
That's my favorite. I was talking about it earlier today. The Manix 2 is almost a damn near perfect knife for me, and it's because I love jimping. And the way they do that jimping, it literally, you're not going anywhere with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I only currently have
either
a native 5, which this is a horrible steel for gardening. This is M4. Now, it's very brittle, and it's not meant to be taken to gardening tasks or pulling up weeds and stuff. So, a great platform, just not a great steel for that particular job. But I noticed that on this guy, the jimping isn't as aggressive, and I was looking at some other Spydercos that I had in the past and seeing if I could see it through videos that I've taken before, and the Manix 2 is the one that has the most aggressive of what I've handled, the most aggressive pushing back onto you jimping, and I'm like, this is freaking awesome. I love this over a PM2 and a Para 3.
And then even so that you got the lightweight there, I got the normal one, and the lightweight doesn't have liners, right?
No, it does not.
The liners, I don't know if it'll show up, but the liners on the underside there have it as well.
I used to have a full thickness one. It was the Triple B collab one.
But that's I was talking about that earlier today. I love that's what I love about the Manix is all the jimping.
Yeah, with this dude, freaking, I would consider full size plus and at just under 3 ounces. I don't really think there's anything else I've handled that can beat that. The performance to weight ratio is it's freaking insane. And I am planning to get some original GOAT tie scales when they eventually make the tie ones. They already have some aluminum ones in production, but I'm not really a fan of aluminum. I'll save up for the tie. But when you guys were talking about the poorly designed front flippers, it reminded me of this thing. This is the Glide Strike, and this has this kind of area here in front where it may look like it could possibly be used to manipulate, and it can if you get it just right. It can. You can definitely do it, but this was originally a satin blade. I did my finish to it, so I have a little bit of traction, a little bit more added, I guess, surface tension, and you can get it, but it is not comfortable, and it's most definitely not meant for that. But yeah, it could be done. It can definitely be done.
When someone looks at a knife like this that's not designed for a front flipper and tries to do it, if it's not easy, if it doesn't come naturally, you can tell it's not there, because it should feel like here's a front flipper. It should feel like you're in a masturbatorium when you open this up. It should be that great. You should feel like you are just in Steve Klur's truck, just hanging out in a masturbatorium. That was for Maddie.
Hey, I'm sorry, guys. My wife's over here telling me that the food's been ready for a while already. So
no worries, man.
I gotta get going. Dude, Sharif, it was so awesome getting to meet you. Stevie, wonderful seeing you. Steven, love hanging out with you. Thank you for having me on, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful rest of your night.
Yeah, have a good dinner.
Take care. Dude, so I got a really interesting mail call for a knife to check out today. First time ever handling one, actually. And I won't mention the person who sent it to me unless they want me to, but I got to check this out.
Oh, you got this on.
Yeah. This is not for me to own. This is just for me to like handle and check out because I've been so curious about it. And I like it. It's really nice. My really only serious complaint is the height of the
Yes.
spoon tip, right there. So only I expected actually this part right here to like give you a hot spot.
No, that's what I love it.
Yeah,
Feels
you
so good.
Yeah, you index right into it, and the grip is like perfect.
Mhm.
Do you have a Sabenza?
I do not own
Oh,
any
okay.
Chris Reeves, so yeah, dude. Like this thing is, and even from like a construction and like design thinking point of view, is really interesting. Now, for people who know better than me, can people verify, is that intended to be a glass breaker?
I don't know if it's intended to be or not, but I think it doubles as one.
Because there's no other point, like purpose for it in the knife, like other than to stick out there. So like my thought was, you grab the knife and you can use it as like an improvised glass breaker if you need to.
I heard that about the Harsey folder too, and I don't know if that's
No,
true or not.
no, because the Harsey is like this. I mean,
Right.
you could use it, but it's not designed. But this one is actually
It's only on the
chamfered.
larger scale for the Harsey too, because the 3-inch or 3.25
Have it at all. Okay.
Yeah, like this one, there's no way for me to show it, but it's chamfered on each side.
Hmm.
Oh,
So that's what made me think
it
that.
does come to a point.
Yeah, and there's no internal stop pin. They use the thumb studs
Mm-hmm.
as the stops.
Right.
So like they definitely had it stick out for a reason,
Maddie figured it out for us.
It's a top.
Hold on. I swear I can get it. I can get it.
The Umnazon it's awesome. So I couldn't believe who was just like trashing it.
Kevin,
Yes, Kevin. And I'm like, dude, it's
so good.
It's so good.
But Kevin doesn't like any like American tactical knives.
Yeah.
Like he just doesn't like the style. It's not what he's into. It's not his like. So like, and he'll say that too. He's like, yeah, I just don't like any tactical knives. I just don't like tactical knives. It's not why he's into knives. So I think knowing that it's like it's clearly on. I think like to get one new from Chris Reeves is like a 5-year wait list.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's not a bad knife if that's the case. Like
Yeah.
so you can get them. Chris Reeves' website confirms it's a glass breaker.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought so. Yeah, see, like freaking Kevin, man.
Straight from the research laboratory.
Like I'm cool with you basically saying like, yo, like this ain't for me, but you can still appreciate like the positive virtues of a knife. Like the ergos are excellent on this thing, right? Like even if it's not for you, like the ergos are excellent, the comfort, the access to the lock bar, there's still plenty of positive things to say about it,
Yeah.
But to call it like a trash knife is crazy to me.
It's not
Absolutely
accurate. It's not true. It's not.
Yeah. No,
I think he knows that because he'll say it and then he'll like laugh
Yeah,
after the
he
fact
does it a
too.
little tongue in cheek.
Yeah. But I want to get. I've been messing with this a lot recently. I've
Is
had
it-
it. It's the Snex Wii Snex.
Yeah.
I've got the Vision R and the Vision FG. I really want to get a real Snex.
Oh,
Like not buy. Like I want to be able to hold one and compare like what a real Snex is.
dude.
Because like from having the Vision FG, which is fantastic for what it is, for like $60, and then having this, This is just so much better. Like it's just, and so I want to know what the next level of snacks is.
Dude, I was gonna say, if you wanted to actually own one, you would have to make a deal with your wife to not buy knives for the next like 2 to 3 years. Like, no joke, man. Like, auctions for those things go for 10K plus.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It is. It's nuts. Like,
Yeah.
maybe you could get one for 3K on Arizona Custom if it ever comes up, but still, like, it's spendy.
So, have you seen all the failed super locks on the Chupacabra?
No. Really?
Yeah, they're failing. They're not passing like easily, like just barely tapping spine wax in there. So
Are you serious?
So they didn't do something right with when they sourced it.
Wow. Okay. Because, like, dude, that's the whole thing with the super lock, you know?
Yeah.
Like, whenever he releases a new knife, he's
He's got all those videos of him, doing all that stuff with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's I don't know. I say a ton. I don't know what that number is, but it's more than it's like a dozen or so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. Dude, here's the thing, man. I was just having this conversation the other night, right? Is like Tactile is the kind of company that you wait until the second or third iteration to buy in.
Man, here's the thing. It's inconsistency because I know, like, when everyone was complaining about the Mavericks, I know Steve Clare had a Maverick and it seemed just fine.
Mm-hmm.
You had the people saying, hey, there's no problem with this.
Yeah.
You had all the other people saying, but look.
Yeah.
So it's just, it's disappointing with the inconsistency of it.
Yeah. And dude, that's the thing, right? Because, like, I want them to succeed, right? Like, I'm not part of the people who say, like, they should just stick to what they know. Like, I love that they're trying to expand and build a company and do all of this stuff. We need more USA makers out there, but bro, like, it's like you said, too much inconsistency for me. And, like, I'd love to get not a Maverick, the expensive one, the
Archer.
The Archer. Like, I dig it a lot, but it's a big risk to put, like, what, 7 bills behind that with their inconsistency.
Yeah. That was the main reason I held away, because I think the design of the Archer is sick, but
right.
Yeah, it's when it becomes known enough of an issue, like the inconsistency, that like multiple people in the community know about it. There's going to be some people who don't care, and then there's going to be some people who have had different experiences with them, so they'll be like, yeah, I've never had that, so I'll keep going. But like at some point, it's like it's going to hurt your QC. It's going to hurt your it's going to hurt the reputation of your QC, and it's going to hurt the reputation of your company, right? Because I think Transparent right there Brian said, like, they need better QC. All the issues are things that a competent QC person can check in a matter of 10 seconds. Like, really, it is. Like, some of it is like you just didn't take the time to QC these properly. You didn't take the time to check these before sending all of them out. And if you did, you probably could have fixed it, because most of the issues that I found, at least with ones that I've seen, are stuff you can fix if you know knives. But if you just send it out there to somebody, it looks bad on you.
Yeah, and I love their pens, but I completely agree. They need to hire a better, competent QC team.
Yeah,
Like I think it's a simple solution, but costly. Because hiring staff is never cheap, especially when you have to pay fair wages.
Yeah. Mhm.
Is Cheeto Bandito in the house?
I didn't see him earlier.
I know he's usually at work at this time, but
Cheeto.
Cheeto, if you are here, sound off, brother. And
Arriba.
but dude, you guys were talking about Steve's latest pickup. I'm literally I'm so excited for the guy. That thing is like a grail of grails for me. And he was like, "Oh no, give it some time. I'll let you check it out." I'm like, don't send that in the mail to me.
I'm curious how long Steve's gonna hold on to this one.
Dude,
I mean, I think that this, just hearing about it so far from him, it's every bit that he hoped it would be. So, and for him saying it's a grail of grails, that's a huge statement.
Yeah.
yeah.
No snacks in the champagne room.
Dude, I gotta blame you, Stevie. I have been listening to Wu-Tang nonstop in the car lately.
Yeah.
Every time I get into the car.
It's on constant rotation for me.
Yeah, dude. I just loaded up a Spotify playlist and it's just going through it every single time.
Oh, yeah. What knife is it? Huh? Oh, he got the I can never remember the name of it. It's the hold on,
Yeah, I'm trying to remember
yeah,
the
he
movie.
sent you the video of it. Oh, it's so good. It's the Perry. No. Perry Customs is the one that I have right now.
I'm surprised he hasn't posted anything about it yet.
Well, here, for those of you that want to at least see the knife, we'll get the name of it here in just a second. But
Kyle.
here I can share my screen.
It's not a Snex
No.
5-door. I was talking about how because of this Snex, I would very much. Yeah, this is the video he sent.
Where to go? Where to go? There it is.
Yeah. Oh. And apparently that guy is only 2 hours away from me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I didn't know that. So I may need to hit him up and just be like, show me the ways, master.
That burlap micarta looks so sexy up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oof. So good.
I love that it's a liner, not a frame.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah. I just got to try to remember what the.
Yeah, dude.
Here, I'll find it.
This is the best part about the Snex knives is it's also a fidget spinner. I forget Steve Clare.
Oh, dude, still, that's within an hour and a half of me. That's even better, Steve.
Steve Clare, what's the name of that knife? Because we were trying to figure it out. Since you're still here and you have it. And it's your knife. and you say something like Rhonda or Julio or Tom or Barbara.
Babs.
That's not the name. Babs. That's not the name.
I'll find it here.
Maddie, I saw it. I caught it on the replay, dude. Congrats. You've got like the whole wiener set, dude. Freaking so sick. Brad Richmond knives.
Brad
yeah.
Richmond.
It's a Model 35, Brad Richmond.
Yeah, dude. Oh. Brad
It's
Richmond.
like how
Go.
Steve's like, damn it, it's a Brad Richmond knives Model 35. Damn it.
Yeah, man. That guy is doing such beautiful work. If you guys aren't following him, he is oof,
Yeah.
like you definitely should.
Pretty soon we will have another knife to be lusting after when Sharp Guy gets his. I don't know how many people you've shown Sharp Guy, but
Ooh.
he's got a knife coming that will make you coming. It's Snexy.
That is a short list. But man, oh,
I'm putting it up there as like one of the top 5 dopest knives.
wow. Okay, that says a lot then. Damn.
Yeah. Awesome.
See, this is what I love about Brad Richmond and like a few of the other like custom makers. They're able to strike a balance. They do liners, but it's actually a titanium liner, not a
Right.
steel liner.
Right.
And then the scales are like on top of that. They're not like super thick. So you don't get this like 0.6, 0.7 inch thick knife, you know? You get a nice balanced like knife design. And I wish we could convince China to do more stuff like that, because titanium liner locks, ooh, they're where it's at, dude.
Yeah. Both of my Edgy Blade Works are titanium liner locks, and I love them.
Hell yeah. Dude, it's one of the reasons I like the 0640 so much, because it's essentially like a titanium liner lock with overlaid scales, you know? Yeah.
Paul, this next custom goes like literally. Shreep was talking about it earlier. They go for like 10 grand, dude.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like, you may be able to find them cheaper, but I've seen auctions hit 5 figures, you know?
Yeah. I mean, they're multiple. It'd be the most expensive knife you had.
Yeah. I think I'd have to liquidate like every knife I owned, and I still may not be even in the game. Like, I'd have to sell pew-pews to like make a difference.
I didn't even notice I turned my camera off.
I figured you were entering the masturbatorium.
Yeah, they're Sharp Guy. He is saying, yeah, it's a Sharp Guy got him an Edgy Blade Works.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Scott's a genius.
Yeah, I've been really debating
Master.
what I want to do for my next custom from the Ragnarok, like where I want to step from my next custom. And I think Bless is kind of going to take the cake for me. I think I've been looking at watch a lot of his stuff on Instagram, and I think that might be where I step for my next custom is a Bless knives.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
That's a good choice for sure.
Yeah, I have a unseen maker's choice coming for a Blade Show, and yeah, he's like, I'm not showing anybody nothing. He's like, I'm not showing you. No one's gonna see it until I show you at Blade Show. You are not obligated. He's like, don't feel obligated to get it. He's like, but I think you're gonna like it. And I said, oh, so
that's sick, dude. That's so sick.
I think I'll get a production tipper if and when those happen. And then if and when those happen, that'll make me want to get I really want P&W.
Yeah.
Like I really like that one that he did for you, that P&W. So I would ask him like, hey, can you do something similar? I don't want the same knife as you, but I was like, do something similar. And do something like that and just let him kind of run with it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wait for it till you should. Yeah. Exactly, Kyle.
I definitely have such a short list of like stuff that I want to check out or even like consider buying at this stage. Like, I don't know, man. The things that I would want are really, really, really expensive. And I'm actually on the verge of possibly doing a purge actually of my collection, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because I have a lot of stuff. Like I have knives that I keep as like reference material for design. It's like my reference library, right? But aside from that, I'm carrying mostly my stuff these days, not to be like arrogant, you know, or like whatever, but I designed the stuff that I like. So I'm carrying what I like, you know? So aside from that, like Brad Richmond or like whatchamacallit, the guy that I'm always talking about, Atomic Punk, Rip. Right? Yeah, like, or maybe finally getting a CRK. I always held off on CRK because I figured that would be like, I've done it. Like, I've got all the production things. And I kind of have from my taste.
Yeah, that's where I am now. Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of other, you know, I'm not, you know, there's still so much good in the budget world that I'm not, you know, turning away from it. But, and now I've been saying it for a while. I'm not the only one. It's the best time to be a knife enthusiast. There's the entire spectrum. There's so much good stuff out there on the cheap side.
Yeah.
All the way up and everything in between. There's just so much good stuff out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
The golden age of knives. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's pros and cons to it. I agree. It's a great time to get into collecting and be a part of it. But then it also like, there's like this study where you give someone 15 flavors of ice cream and you give someone 2 flavors of ice cream. Sure. What are they going to be happier with? They're happier with the 2 because there's too much to think about type thing.
Paradox of choice.
Exactly. But I think once you're able to hone in what you like and you can immediately kind of eliminate certain choices, then it's amazing because there's so many different things out there right now.
I remember when that clicked in and it really, really helped me filter through, you know, everything, you know, and it was a good feeling. I'm not gonna lie, just to be able to like look at new releases and not get pulled into the hype of
Yep.
oh, I gotta have this. Oh, the FOMO, I'm gonna miss out. Any of that stuff. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
Night or 5-door.
Night
Later,
5-door.
Maddie hit back pretty good, Kyle. Literally, if you want a $5 knife, there's dope $5 knives.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If and start going up from there, 20, 40, 50, 60, there's good knives in all those categories for sure.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
my
Dude.
problem now more than anything is I know so many people designing dope stuff. And it's like I can literally just tune out everything else, and I was like, I can just focus on holy work now. That's pretty much where I'm at.
Yeah.
Oh, babe.
Speaking of, dude, Stevie, when are you home for an extended period of time?
Starting tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have any planned trips for at least another 3 weeks. Yeah. So
I need to I'm gonna send this over your way.
oh, okay.
This is exactly kind of what Sharif and I were kind of talking about a little bit ago too. The cost of premium production knives and just offerings and stuff like that. So many premium production knives are in that $350 and up mark. That they're starting at $320 to $350, and most of them are in that $400 range. And it's like at that point you're $200, $300 away from a custom. So get 2 premium productions or get 1 really nice custom. Like what's the choice you're gonna do if you hit a really good premium production under $300? It would be a hit and could easily go into something like that, because you could have I mean you're competing with, like, if you're able to if you're able to do something like a premium steel MagnaCut or something like that, like a titanium MagnaCut knife under $300, that would be something that I think people would absolutely love and jump on. So, especially if you can get the titanium at the right HRC.
Yeah.
You're hired. I agree with all that as well, and I think
I thought all the big ones were gone.
That excitement, dude.
He's got like 5 in it.
He's legit like a kid in a candy store right now.
Sorry to cut it off, but I mean, like,
A chuckle of pure joy, dude.
Oh,
Holy crap, man.
Right, HRC on titanium. Yes,
dude.
Steve Claire, it's gone. Yeah, especially when you know what you're actually getting, right? I mean, I guess you're also getting $100 worth of goodies. Between the towel and the pog and the can and the collector's this and.
But you're paying for the packaging, because they're not packaging it; they're paying someone else to package. So you're paying for them to pay for someone else to do it.
Right.
Yeah, that's even for me as like a customer, right? That's been a real like derailment of me buying like new stuff a lot of times. You know, I see something coming out in titanium and M390, and it's starting at like $365 for like the base model, or 320 for, you know, a micarta liner lock with M390. You know, like there was never a point that I would have said in the designer knife marketplace that giant mouses were a good deal, but now they are.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're getting LMAX, you're getting titanium, and you're getting it for like around 200-ish, you know? And you're getting, let's say, LMAX micarta and a liner lock for like, again, around 200-ish. Like,
And you're getting a titanium liner lock.
yeah, exactly. Right? So, like, it's crazy, but just even a year and a half ago, most people were saying that giant mouses were expensive, but compared to where like the designer marketplace has gone, they're actually offering a tremendous deal, you know, relative to the other like designer makers, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm shocked to be saying that, but like, dude, I think one of the few knives that I still to this day feel I missed out on was that Lynch Northwest collab giant mouse Biblio XL. That I still think about that.
And they're going to try to do another run of those because they went so fast. Yeah, it really is. That was a great deal.
Yeah, that it's funny. There's very few knives that I've been thinking about for like a while where I really genuinely thought like, dude, I missed out on not moving on this. That's one of them.
I'm going to show you something here. This is a fixed blade, but it's coming in from Kunwu, and this is the Stiffy P. So this is their Padre knife that they're doing as a fixed blade. Look at that price. $100.
There you go.
In Vandis 8 with an HRC of 63 to 65.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And so, like, there are companies that are still doing stuff like this. Like, if you jump back, you've got the purple G10 and then the DLC on these with the purple G10 and the black micarta. And then they've got a couple of these others that are coming through with their Taos that are going to be in there with the Vanix for $300, but you're getting Vanix for $300. If you go back to their mothership website, you can still get some of their actual knives for less than $200, or right around $200, and you're getting like, these are the PM60 in that Chad. These are LMAX for $200 to $250, LMAX $200 to $250.
Yeah.
And then you go to the Vanix for $300. So I think there are companies that are doing it. You just have to like, you have to be willing to try something different, because all the companies that we've used for years are just raising the prices to follow suit with Benchmade and everyone else who kind of like sets the market because they're so popular, and they're just following suit. And then there's people who are like, hey, you know what? Screw that. I can do that for cheaper.
Yeah, dude. I mean, there's one of the companies, I won't name names, but they just came out with a new fixed blade.
I was just going to bring it up. I was literally going to bring that up.
$320 for an M390 fixed blade. That's like,
we love that company too. You know, I own many knives, but it's not bringing the value these days.
No, and
I don't want M390 on my fixed blade personally.
I understand it's in their style of knife. It's just it's a bougie fixed blade. And hey, buy what you like. If you like it, you like it. You know, by all means. However, No, Patino. Look, we're talking about the Arcane Necronoth fixed blade.
Yeah. And also now Vero too.
Yeah. Vero
Yeah.
is doing it as well.
So
but yeah, it's
320 for a mass-produced fixed blade. Like I've literally gotten custom fixed blades for less than that. Like
yeah.
Like what?
And the thing is, I mean, they're gonna sell out too.
Yeah, that's what drives me nuts. That's what drives me nuts because here's the thing though. I really think as like things with the economy get tougher, I think some of those companies are going to get reality checks. You know,
Oh yeah,
like
especially in an election year when people are going to be holding tight to their wallet and stuff like that. Like this is not the time for companies to be jumping, but there are a lot of companies who are trying to push the meter and jump further. And I think that shows one, the lack of awareness in the economy structure, and two, lack of understanding of like, hey, what does a retail business atmosphere feel like right now? Rather than like, this is my market and I can sell these things and I'm going to do it. Okay, it's going to be a lot harder. You may still do it, but it's going to be a lot harder, and you're going to lose your market next year because of what you did this year.
Yeah.
Is the TRM fixie that much, Bettina? Is it really $310?
Wow.
I didn't realize that. That's more expensive than their folders.
Yeah, because it's harder, because it's one piece of metal. So
I don't know.
I mean, look, I know prices have probably gone up, but when I bought my Atom was $189, dude. And I thought that I still think it's one of the best. I don't think they're too much more money now, but so to hear the TRM's fixie is $310, that's
Yeah, look, perfect example, right?
Perfect.
Yeah. Thank you, Brian. Thank you.
That's a reasonable price.
Actually a good price, Brian. You can throw me on those books.
Yeah, man.
I could get 6 folding knives a year. There was no limit on how many fixies I could get.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I think that customers I'm already feeling it. Like, you really have to have something that has amazing design, untouchable, like Isham level design, right? Mm-hmm. In order for me to consider spending like over $300 on a knife right now, and especially with base level materials like M390, right? Like, so, and dudes, like, I talked to you guys in the Brain Trust, like, my costs, even with the prototype, are like not unreasonable relative to any other factory, and I'm going to be using Riot. Like, the prices that I'm getting from them are gonna, like, from my perspective, means that, like, dude, there's no reason that I should be marking it up. And I know Bestech's like expensive, but Bestech's not that expensive to like go over 300% markup on a knife. And the reality is they're buying volume. They're buying between like 600, 800,000 knives. So their unit prices are even lower.
Have a good night, Jesse.
Deuces, Jesse.
But unrelated, and a couple of other interesting things. Stevie, do you think anybody in Atlanta would have any interest in smoking cigars? Because I'm thinking about bringing some for when we're chilling on the back porch.
I don't mind puffing on a stogie.
Okay.
I mean, Forrest smokes his Swishers. you know. So
Okay.
I'm sure Forrest wouldn't mind.
Okay.
And you know what? Iggy pegs me as
Hell yeah.
someone that might pop a stogie as well.
Nice. All right. I'll bring a few of different sizes because I also have like not tiny like cigarillo size, but like smaller ones that don't require
Yeah,
like a 4-hour investment,
Right.
Time. But I'll bring a few different sizes, like I'm not gonna bring a ton. I'm thinking like 6 to 8 or something like that. And like, if people want to have 1 or 2 throughout like the time that we're there, I'll have some and just I don't know. I thought it would be nice to kind of like break it up a little bit.
yeah.
You
Chill
know?
out. Puff
Yeah.
a little puff.
And dude, just for the trip, I picked up this little thing.
Oh, sweet, dude.
What is it?
Nice vintage shots.
So this is a really, really cool concept. It's a digital camera that has no screen. So it's like a disposable, right? And you just take like quick snapshots and you can download them and that you can reuse it. But like it has a nice like vintage feel to it. And like I wanted to bring my proper camera, but it's expensive. So I just wanted to like grab something that I could go like I was pissed I didn't get a lot of photos last year. So this is my like and dude, this thing costs $65.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
My favorite part about this, I mean, I like disposable cameras. I thought they were always cool growing up, but my favorite thing about them was like capturing the memories. The thing that sucked is when you threw them away, you never had the pictures.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, Aaron. my brain was already going there too. And I was like, he went there first.
Yeah, dude. So I'm really geeked. And the pictures it takes are really nice for like what it is, Like, yeah, could I use my phone? Sure, but like I don't know. There's just no. This thing it like gets grainy at low light. The flash will like blow out things. It's just gonna have that like Polaroid feel that I just think is like way cooler. So.
Beard cam. Just poking through.
I love it.
Beard cam.
That would actually be hilarious.
I'm excited though. I'm excited. I'm like, I want to capture memories and moments, Because, dude, like some of these guys, like Forrest, Snuzz, like I don't get to see their faces even, but once a year, So it would just be awesome. Even like, just hey guys, like let's get together, take a quick photo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm fully aware of the concept of taking photography.
I fully understand what use is, why we're doing this. I get it. You should though 100% practice and look at the pictures because you're gonna come back from Blade Show and be like, "Hey guys, let's look at all these pictures," and we're gonna be showing them like heads are gonna be chopped off. Shreek's gonna like be pointing it, and his finger's gonna be covering up half of the front side. It's like now I remember why disposable cameras sucked because you couldn't see the picture.
Everybody's blinking.
There's like not a flash on it all, but everyone's like, someone's got red eye. You're like, how did that happen?
Man, it's coming up quick.
It is. Don't you dare call it out, Mattisfaction. We know we're tired.
Yeah, man. Come on, bro.
I was gonna say I usually try and run to 11. That's 11 minutes from now, but I think I might cut it short just because I am falling sleepy a little bit too, and I ran out of belly flops. So I don't have any more sugar. But
God, I hear you. The walnut or no? What do I have on my Keith? My freak. It's God, it's not walnut. But yeah, I love a good wood handle as well. But I think I do like my Carta on a Fixie. I'm with you, Paul, on that. But I like my Carta on everything. But my Carta on Fixie is definitely my jam. Eyes were closed for 10 seconds. Your eyes might have been closed for 10 seconds.
Maddie's projecting.
No rest for the wicked.
Mm-hmm. I think my Carta titanium is like has been my go-to for the long, like titanium with a micarta inlay on folders, and then 4 fixed blades. Yes, just a straight micarta handle is what I really like.
Yeah,
especially like earth tone micartas, like not a red, but like browns and greens and stuff like that. I really like those because I think they wear really well, and then I think they don't fade as much. But I've had a couple like red micartas and blue micartas, and they're cool, but I just don't like them quite as much as the browns and greens. Also, being colorblind, the browns and greens are colors that I really enjoy looking at. So,
dude, one of my goals at Blade Show is to pick up some like butterscotch micarta, and then I may try and do. Yeah, dude, I may try and do a little fixed blade with Donnie and send that over to him. You know? Yeah, I need some butterscotch in my life.
Once again, my grandma's got some if you need it.
Warner's original.
Yep.
Dude,
I don't think I showed these last week, but I got these in, and since Streef's here, before we leave, we might actually hit 11 o'clock with me showing these. But
is it the pokers?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Patino. All right.
So I got these in, and
I was thinking about that one.
Yeah, it's from Poltergeist, but it's a Poltergeist design, but it's a Boker knife. What I don't like is they did this blade in D2, and they did this one in 20 CV.
Mm-hmm.
They're the same. They're the same like knife, so I could do a blade swap, but I want this blade in 20 CV, not D2. And so, like, because this is a frame lock G10, and these ones are like $50, I want to say, with the D2, and it's got the thumb disc. Thumb discs are cool sometimes, and but I really like the titanium, and the finish that they did on this titanium is really nice too. But I just want that. I want that different blade shape. The backspacer that he did on this too is pretty sweet. It's got kind of like
pretty interesting designs.
Yeah. And then I went to Poltergeist website and looked at a couple of his other designs, and I was like, dang, he's got some pretty cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
After I saw your videos, I did too. Yeah, he does have some cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That titanium thumb disc one,
is
massively on my radar.
I misspoke. It's S35VN, not 20 CV.
Oh yeah,
S35.
Yeah, dude, that one was, like I said, massively on my radar.
Yeah,
I mean, it's got a blade shape I like. Mm-hmm. It's thin. It has a thumb disc, which we all know I like. You know, so it hit a lot of the Shreef kind of touch points. You know, but
I like it.
I didn't know you were that Shreef.
When I saw
Shreef did you think he was?
When I saw that reaction, I was like, Yeah, that makes sense. Like I've had that reaction when I was like, "Oh, you're that short? Oh, cool." But like Maddie also made that comment earlier. He was like, "How many other Sharifs do you know? How can you get him confused?"
Well, it's weird. That guy has the same name as the guy that designed those couple of knives.
What we've been talking about. You know so much about them. Have you met him? That's one of my favorite like dumb dad jokes. Is I'll go up to meet somebody, and I'm like, "Hey," and they're like, "Hi, my name's John." I'm like, "Oh, hey, John. I've got a cousin named John. Maybe you guys are related." And then they look at you like, "Is he serious or not?"
Dude.
You're a dork.
Yeah, 100%. It's just the way I go through life, just dorking it out.
I wouldn't want it any other way, dude. Any other way.
All right.
Dude.
I think I'm gonna call it. But thank you, Stevie, Sharif, for jumping on. Thank you, Nathan. If you watched the rest of this, really appreciated you.
I was gonna say, I enjoy hanging with Nathan. He's an interesting cat.
Yeah, he was on Lutz Live earlier in the week too, just chatting with some stuff too, and I was listening to them go back and forth, which was pretty cool.
Thank you, Crispy.
Yeah. All right, I will leave it there. Good night, El Cap, Knife Nut, Maddie, Kyle, Midnight, Patina, Neil, Crispy, everyone who I'm missing. Until next time, see y'all later.
Good night.
Oh, you got to push the button again. Now we're going to say it. Until next time, see you later.